uses of all my cardio because I don't want to be doing it for long periods of time.
Hey everybody, so today I want to film the best usages of the cardio machines in the gym. I see a lot of times people do the same repetitive things, or they can make actually better use of the machines. So to really maximize your cardio workout, and I'll give you some few tips and hopefully you'll find it helpful. As you can see, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I always wear long sleeves and long pants, or like sometimes a sweatshirt too, to do cardio, to just maximize the amount that I'm sweating. And I also do wear a waist trainer during cardio. Cardio is all about the sweat, so I don't like to just get off and not be like sweating my butt off. I always like to make each session worth it. So there's a few tips that I have like for each machine that'll really help you get that extra sweat, get the extra calorie burn, and again, hope you find it helpful.
Sam's the best.
Thanks, Jess. She's gonna help me film.
I'm going.
Okay, the treadmill is a very common machine that people use. Okay, so you did the side shuffles. I recommend doing a minute one side, minute the other side, and then do 2 minutes of back pedals. The back pedals still at the same speed, 2, 2, and 3. You're gonna spin around. And as I do the back pedals, I am driving through my heels. I'm focusing on engaging the glutes and hamstrings as I do the back. So think about minute side shuffle, minute the other side, 2 minutes back pedals, and you can take that as like a HIIT training. And then you can also add in incline sprints. I always recommend to do incline sprints rather than regular sprints because they engage the glutes more. So I always incorporate them in there as well. I normally put it on a 6.5, 7 incline, and I put it on like an 8.5 speed for the sprints. Alright, and another thing I like to incorporate is mountain climbing. So you're actually going to get underneath the treadmill. You're on the 7.0 incline. Really just try to stay on the 7.0, 6.5 incline the whole time. And you're going to do mountain climbers. This works the core, this works your glutes, this works your hamstrings, and also your shoulders because you're picking yourself up for a minute. So I try to do a minute down, a minute up. I'm always incorporating HIIT training. HIIT training really puts you in like a high fat burning zone, so I try to find like different ways to mix it up with the treadmill. Work the hamstring, you're on a max incline, and you get some core work in there by not holding on. So that's lastly what I recommend the treadmill, but I rarely do it in the incline. But if you feel like you just don't have the energy to do any of these other moves, just want to max the incline and go hold on. This is a stair stepper machine. This is not the Stairmaster, but this also is great. I recommend you do this if the Stairmaster is being taken. So what you do with this is you keep your heels down the whole time and keeping constant tension in the glutes and hamstrings. You hold on and put it on like a level 5. So I'll show you how it looks. Fully engage the glutes and keep the legs bent. Hold on with the line. I'll show you how it looks. Those short movements will be considered a bent leg Stairmaster, keeping the tension super high. And lastly, I'll show you some a lot of my clients, most of the time they do hit on the stairs. Hit on the stairs means you'll go really fast for 1 minute and then a medium speed for 2 minutes. So you're fluctuating between 1 minute and 2 minutes on the Stairmaster, and that's also a great sweat. So you do that for like 25 minutes and that would be considered your hit for the Stairmaster. Alright, the Elliptical is a very, very common machine that I see many people use, but I see many people use ineffectively because, again, they're on the balls of their feet and not driving through the hills. You have to make the best use of the Elliptical. So if I'm doing Elliptical, I only do hit. I don't do steady state Elliptical, but I'm staying low. I'm keeping the glutes and hamstrings engaged, and I'm driving through those heels. You can hold on to give yourself support, but again, keeping those hamstrings and glutes on fire the entire time. So I'll show you how that looks. As you guys saw, my butt was back, my heels stayed flat on the platform. I made conscious effort of not lifting my heels, and I was holding on to my body support but kept full tension in glutes and hamstrings.
Alright, I want to talk about the spin bike. I love the spin bike. I do not use stationary bikes in the gym. If you're going to do the bike, always try to come in the spin room. If you don't have spin shoes, I definitely recommend getting them. But if you can't, it's not a big deal. Most of them do have straps where you could tighten your foot into. But having the spin bike shoes really will help engage your glutes and hamstrings more and not have to worry about being like tangled in the strap and stuff. So it definitely makes things easier. But with the spin bike, I'm always staying in third position. I'll do 1 minute on, 2 minutes off, just like I would do the Stairmaster hit. And I put on a really good playlist and I just keep the tension high for 1 minute and then take tension off and go pretty fast for 2 minutes. So you can work up a really, really great sweat, and again, staying in that third position to fully engage the glutes and hamstrings. So this is a great one. I only do it for 25 minutes. I try to make the most effective uses of all my cardio because I don't want to be doing it for long periods of time. Alright, so I don't have my spin shoes, but this is what I just want to show you guys how the third position will look. So you're here, you're in third position. Alright, so I had to cut the video short because I got in trouble with the gym. You're not supposed to take like professional video in the gym, but luckily I got in as much as I could for you guys. I just want to like run through again like what I went over on the treadmill. I talked about side shuffles, I talked about back pedals, I talked about incline sprints, and then incline walk. That's mainly what I do for the treadmill. I don't do steady state runs, I don't do just plain flat walks. It's not making the best use of the treadmill. For the Stairmaster, it's all about driving through the heels, no matter what movement you're doing. If you're doing the side steps, if you're doing skip a step, if you're doing kickbacks, always drive through that heel, engage that hamstring and glute. For the elliptical, stay low, keep the tension in the glutes and hamstrings tied. Keep the tension high, and don't lift your heels up. Keep them flat the entire time. That's something you actually have to think about, make conscious of, because it's easy to just be going along on the elliptical and your heels come up and you're putting more focus on the front instead of the back. We're all about building the booty. And then lastly was the spin bike. I got cut off in the middle of that, but I talked about being in third position mainly the entire time, talking about doing HIIT with it, so 1 minute on, 1 minute high resistance, 2 minutes off, lower resistance, faster pace. So if you fluctuate between those two, taking 25-35 minutes to do cardio, make the most effective use of it so you don't have to be doing it for long periods of time. I'm all about sweating it out in a short period of time because we only have so many hours in the day, and I'd rather spend more hours weight training than doing cardio. So I really try to keep cardio at a minimal as I can, especially during improvement season. Cardio is very short, but as I get into my prep, I try to not go over 30 minutes at all. So really just making the most effective use of the machines in the gym. And I also do want to mention again, I do wear the waist trainer just during cardio. That's the only time I wear it. I'll show you what it looks like. So this is the waist trainer I wear. It just helps release a lot of water in the abdominal area, and especially for women, we carry a lot of extra water in our stomachs because our bodies are adapted to carry another child. So we tend to just carry a lot of water weight there, and this really does help release that water. So I definitely recommend wearing that just during cardio, not during 8 times a day, not 8 hours a day. You're not trying to put all this pressure on your intestines, but just during cardio, it will make you like sweat a little more as well. I do wear the layers during cardio because I just love to sweat, and you know, sweat just makes you feel good. It's not really, I'm thinking about like burning calories or whatever. It just, when you sweat, like you like release toxins out of the body, and it's a good feeling once you're done, and those endorphins going. So if I don't sweat during cardio, like I'll stay with what I'm doing until like I get in a good sweat. So always make like every session count. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, you guys are always welcome to leave me any comments, send me emails, visit my website, anything you want to do, always feel free to reach out to me. I love your questions and I love all your feedback. So thank you so much for watching this.